It is Wednesday, November 14th, 2012. We're live in the Wall Street Journal newsroom in New York. Today on WSJ Lunch Break, President Obama expected to speak at 1:30 today in his first press conference since being reelected as president. Laura Meckler and our team in Washington, D.C. are following that. Laura, hi there. So Petraeus, fiscal cliff, where does he begin?
He'll probably begin with the fiscal cliff, and he'll probably view this as another opportunity for him to sort of deliver his message about what he wants to see in these budget negotiations, which have already begun here in Washington. But he was, of course, expected to be asked about the Petraeus situation and several other issues that are sort of on the agenda here in Washington.
Both the president and obviously Speaker of the House Boehner, they have been sort of jockeying for position, getting their message out in the last couple of days as they head into negotiations, speaking at the same time of wanting to compromise. When President Obama lays out his case today, what do you expect to be the highlight message from him on where the Democrats' positions will be on the fiscal cliff?
I think that what his number one message is going to be, with the same thing we've been hearing from the White House for the last week and from him himself, is that he wants to be flexible, he's willing to compromise, but he will not agree to extend the Bush-era tax rates for income over $250,000 for married couples or over $200,000 for individuals. That he wants those rates for those top 2% of earners to go up to the previous higher rates.
And to clear this up for folks, sometimes people misunderstand this. Again, this would be the income those people make over $200,000 or over $250,000, not their entire income, correct?
That's right. Basically, what he wants to do is keep the lower rates in place for your first $200,000 of income, no matter how much you ultimately make, or whether you make less than that or more than that, or again, for a couple, $250,000. But then above that, for any income you make above that, he'd like the rate to return to the previous higher level.
Now, let's talk about Petraeus and what has happened with this. How much do you think that is going to come up at the press conference today, Laura?
I think it's definitely going to come up. I think you should expect to hear that certainly within the first couple questions. And the questions for, this isn't really a direct, scandal involving the president himself, but the questions he's probably going to get are along the lines of, should he have been told earlier about this? The White House wasn't even informed of this until Election Day, even though there had been an investigation ongoing. Was he okay with that? And why did he decide to accept General Petraeus' resignation from the CIA? Was this such a horrible crime that he needed to be removed from his post given his career? So I think those are some of the questions that he's likely to get, both about the procedure and also about his own judgment, and of course also about the way forward. He now has a lot of very important positions open. He has the CIA open. Right. He's going to need a new Secretary of State, a new Secretary of the Treasury. He'll probably be asked about some of those second-term issues as well.
All right, a lot of eyes will be on that press conference today when he speaks again. President Obama will be speaking at 1:30. We'll carry it live on WSJ.com. Laura, thanks so much for being with us.